Daniel, please introduce yourself to the group.
Hey guys, very happy to be here. My name is Dan Angius. I'm a managing director of new listings and capital markets at Nasdaq. What that means is that my primary role is to serve as the head of our healthcare practice on the West Coast and engage with private companies that have designs at some point in the future to access the public markets, hopefully on Nasdaq. And so once they do make the decision that they want to go through the process, as Nola was saying with Maven Clinics, for example, I would help guide them through a flawless launch on Nasdaq. I've been at the company now for close to a decade in this role, best job I've ever had, and I'll talk about that why that is the case in a little bit. But prior to that, spent 5 years at Goldman Sachs in their investment management group, working with small foundations and family offices in evaluating IPO allocation suitability. So if that's any particular interest to anyone, on the line today, be happy to speak about that as well. So Christian, maybe I could just jump into how we engage. Is that fair?
That's great. I would be more interested in hearing about what you think the market's going to be doing. We have a little bit of time here. I think that will get people to kind of reach out to you and ask for more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here are the general trends that we're seeing. One, the IPO market in biotech this year is a tale of two cities. On the West Coast and in some parts of the East Coast, it's been pretty active. In fact, we anticipate to the tune of 8 to 12 IPOs from now into the end of Q3 in the biotech space. It seems as though the window for biotech has opened ahead of other sectors, including general healthcare. Why is that important? Well, actually, it's historically when you see periods of IPO drought, that one of the first catalysts that happen is that the healthcare market, specifically the biotech markets, are the first ones to wake up when we're coming out of the drought, because generally speaking, they're somewhat detached from overall market gyrations by virtue of, science and phase results. So we've been seeing that. We've also, as Nola pointed out, good amounts of M&A. So today, HiBio was acquired by Biogen for close to $2 billion, which is a tide that lifts all boats. And so 2025 will be a more hectic and chaotic year in a good way, more production. We anticipate, like on an average annual year, you expect 125 IPOs or thereabouts. We are going to settle in and around 120 to 135 this year. And then next year, we anticipate it to be closer to 150. It'll be coincident with interest rate changes. And so once we start lowering rates, that will pour gasoline on the IPO fire, so to speak.
Fantastic. Dan, how can we help you?
Yeah, well, the best part of my job, and the reason why I've been doing it so long, is that I get to give away things for free. What that means is that for companies of all stages and stripes, whether you're a seed all the way to growth stage crossover investor, kind of putting together your syndicate, there is a suite of assets that Nasdaq provides on a complementary basis to help biotech and healthcare companies scale in a more concrete way. This can range from complementary event space for KOLs and R&D days, all the way to a granular data on how your public peers are being bought or sold by members of the market and who you should talk to as a potential crossover or long-only investor in the future. We also have private liquidity plans to help get early investors liquid and clean up your cap table. And then there's also methods of increasing your independent board ranks. So if you're looking to bring in new board members, we can help find those individuals based on what you're looking for free. All of this is meant to be a manner of you getting to know us. We don't necessarily like a bake-off situation when a company has to decide which exchange to go on. So we tend to want to engage early, often, and provide something of value. So the way that you can help me is simply if you have a need or you're curious and learning more, I would love to talk with you, regardless of what stage. If you know of anyone that's thinking about an IPO in the healthcare space, we would love to talk with them. So that's pretty much it, Christian.
Dan, I know what extra vowels can do to a name, so I get Christiaan a lot. You get Angius a lot. Sorry, I flubbed your name there, but I do
All
hope
good.
we get to meet in person at Bio. Will you be at the Bullpen?
Yeah, I will. I'm going to be trying to. Absolutely.
Great answer. I'll take it. Okay,
Yeah.
Dan, thanks so much. Thanks for being a leader. Thanks for offering what you do at Nasdaq to the market and helping us move forward together. Appreciate you.
Thank you for the time, Christian.